Patricio Guzman, a Chilean documentary maker, said, "A nation without documentary is like a family without a photo album."
I'd been told by my father Lynn that Bill made movies, that he might be the first Aboriginal filmmaker.
We have a number of objectives at the Creative Documentary Research Center, but the primary one is really to investigate the world using creative practice methods. And through this, we are aiming to achieve insights, knowledge, understanding that can't really be achieved through more traditional modes of academic research.
What we're realizing is that through creative arts methods, through filmmaking, through performance, we can tell all sorts of stories, narratives, but we can also uncover new knowledge that was not possible to uncover before.
We're looking for something that's actually gonna The project that I'm shooting in 2022 is called Breaking Plates. And it's a comic documentary about the tension between emotion and control. And in it, 21st century filmmakers, including heaps of our students here at Macquarie Uni, are put into dialogue with early 20th century slapstick comedians and cross-dressed cowgirls. So you can see we've built a huge set for this process and brought in professional actors and cinematographers. And the students you see around here are getting some of their first experience on a professional film set.
We're at a difficult cultural moment. We all know this within the creative arts. The Australia Council has kind of progressively shed funds. It's not quite capable of doing what it did 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And within the screen industries, it's difficult to make the kind of investigative, long-form, sort of exploratory work that many of us did back in the day. What the Creative Documentary Research Centre can do is it can say, that is a really interesting project. Say, for example, Ablaze, Alec Morgan's work, that was looking at a biography, an Aboriginal man who was potentially the first Aboriginal filmmaker, using all sorts of creative arts techniques, whether animation, performance, interview, and pulling it all together, synthesising that into a work that really uncovered a, till this moment, hidden history of Australia.
It was just so good for us to see an Aboriginal man telling our stories.
I'm the kind of historical anchor for the work, for any work that refers to the past that we do in the CDRC. For some people to learn, a lot of people don't learn well reading off a page, and to have somebody presenting it in person is fantastic, but also the images really touch people in ways that you can't get with words on a page. So it speaks to the emotions, and that's one good way to learn, isn't it, by empathising with the material.
I'm one of a number of members in the centre who've been awarded Australian Research Council fellowships to develop creative practice work that is trying to get at new knowledge. And my project is interested in emotion in the law, in particular how judges live with the decisions they make.
We have access to some of the best facilities and technology in the world. Within Australia, we have technical staff and equipment that's just the envy of everyone. We've been lucky enough to inherit the facilities of the Australian Film, Television and Radio School. We have absolute state-of-the-art technology, whether it's in performance, whether it's in screen, whether it's in kind of radio and audio, podcasting. Our facilities is second to none.
This is very exciting for us because it allows us to investigate history and creative practice and culture and ideas and bring them together to generate new thoughts and impressions. We're inviting our research students to be part of the center, to bring their projects here, and even to have their own site within the center where they can amplify their work and each other's work and form a community of practice. We also have postgrads by coursework students and undergraduate students, and very often these students will come up through majors that we teach into, and they will get roles on the crews of our film, working in combination with professionals and developing their own professional practice, of course their skills, their employability, and their contacts in the industry. For Macquarie to have this little jewel in its own space, along with this wonderful studio that we're filming in at the moment, to have the people and the expertise and the energy all come together in CDRC is really fantastic. So historically, this is the moment when we need to be doing this work.
We've produced amazing research within the centre. Like, we currently have 5 film projects that are on national broadcast on the SBS and ABC. We've got writers who have got books that are up for national and global awards, poets who are doing amazing work documenting the national life. So we're really proud on the amount of work that we've got out there in the world. That's if not a unique thing amongst Australian universities, it's certainly something to kind of stick a flag to and be really proud of.